is the Triad Risk Solutions work trailer, and it's a little high to get in and out of. And my boss has been mentioning that more and more recently, and how nice it'd be to have a step right here. So I think we're going to install one. I'm just going to surprise him. I just went and ordered this one myself off the Amazons, and we're going to fit it up and see what we can do with it. This is just a regular utility trailer, so looking at what we got to work with underneath, there's no bracket or anything like that to hook to. This one sits up further, whereas this one sits down further, so we can't just put something across here, and it doesn't all meet up nicely, so we're gonna have to figure something out, fabricate something, weld something up here. I've already got in here a little bit, started brushing things up, cleaning things off, getting some of the paint off to be able to do a little bit of welding on it, but I got a little ways left to go, so we'll clean it up a little bit and I'll show you what I come up with. Here's a little better view underneath of why we can't just weld up to it, because see, this piece here comes down from over here, but this piece here is up like this from the side rail. So while I could go from here to here, the door goes from like there to over here somewhere. So we're gonna have to span from here to here. So we'll come up with a little cross brace solution and get it in there and get it looking nice. Now what I have decided to do is get some of this angle iron from the Home Depot. Don't mind all the rust. We're cleaning that up a bit, but we're going to cut some sections off, and then we're going to hang that down from the top pieces that are too far up so that we can use them as kind of a hanger. And then to the bottom of these, going across, we're going to use this thin strappy material. This is a scrap from after I already cut some pieces, and they don't look like that. I got them nice and cleaned up over on my trusty angle grinder, which you'll note does have the guards and in the proper clearances, 1/8 inch on the bottom, 1/4 on the top. But we are going to put these across, and then we'll either weld the step to it or bolt the step to it, or maybe a combination of both. Remember, safety third. If you haven't seen it, that's a reference to Mike Rowe. He's got some good videos on that. That doesn't mean put safety off. That means remember that safety is your responsibility. So here we go. Remember, always wear your PPE. We got our fancy welding jackets and hoods and all this. Do not stare into the pretty blue light. It is not a genie. You will burn your eyeballs. Now, all my welding stuff is in here, and my trailer, company trailer, is out here. So I got to drag all the way out. And I'm thinking that's a problem for tomorrow's Josiah, because I don't really want to do that right now. I am going to try use reel mowers here, because I hear those cut better. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Now, I know what you're thinking. The safety guy knows how to weld? Barely. The welds might not always look great, but I do. And you remember the simple phrase, I welded, it held it. A quick commercial break to make some of my famous Triad deep fried safety chicken. The oil's getting a little cold because I have the chicken in the fridge, but I tell you what, the Colonel ain't got nothing on my recipe. What a coincidence. I love cooking in cast iron too. You know what Confined Space Rescue and frying chicken have in common? It is that we do not just assume our environment is safe. We have to meter it. We have to check it. And chicken has to be checked for safety. So we want to get into, oh, that was too far. I'm going to eat this piece. So we're going to check it, and look at that. We know that we cooked it to a safe temperature. Just like when we do confined space rescue, we want to make sure that we check our O2, we check our LELs, we check our environment to make sure that everything in there is safe, and that we're not going, well, I don't see anything, I don't smell anything, and it must be safe. Got to meter it. It got a little dark last night, and I didn't want to keep filming. I just wanted to watch TV and go to bed. So long story short, now we got a bracket and we got this bolted up. Would you look at that? Step up into the trailer. Beauty. Now we've got these rubber floors in here, which is pretty great, but underneath is this plywood, And if these floors ever had to come up, that plywood can get a little sticky. So right where our step comes down, we're going to put some of this stuff. That's good stuff right there. It's like sandpaper, but with like a sticker on the back, and gives you some nice grip. So even if that floor comes up, we'll still have some grip. So I got that one piece down underneath for visibility, and then I'm going to do another one over the top of it so that that lip doesn't pull up to trip over. Essentially just using that second one as tape to hold that down. And I put a couple of pieces on the step because nobody wants to trip over a step they didn't see. And then over here, we just kind of took the rest of the tape we had and made the tailgate a little more, or the ramp a little more visible, and added a little bit of grip on there too, because plywood gets slippery. The next step is putting on this handle. And so I've got a couple of templates up here that we're going to use to drill into the beam that goes right here. There's a metal cross piece if you look on the inside right there. And so we're going to drill into that. These are the little screws that came with it, but I don't like those. Those are kind of weak sauce. So I'm going to go with an actual metal tapping screw that's got a more secure head on it that we can get a little more bite on. That's going to have a little bit more security on it. I'll just have to open up the holes on the handle a little bit, and we'll get them mounted up there. Do not forget to hydrate. I drink a ton of sparkling water because it's easier to get myself to do, but the regular stuff is probably the best habit. There, no more templates. All right, that works.
Like and subscribe for more fun videos and safety so that you don't get hurt.